everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. So, something I wanted to talk about today was just kind of like the underlying um, message that I keep kind of coming across today through things that I am feeling, but also things that I'm kind of seeing, and I wanted to just bring a little bit more awareness and attention around it, and also just kind of be a clear and loving kind of channel for you guys to kind of hear different messages that might resonate with you for whoever needs to hear it. So, something that I'm noticing today with a lot of people are really talking about not suppressing these emotions. So, let's face it, we're in this pandemic and we're in this situation where we are being forced to turn inward. We're being forced into, time just within ourselves and within our immediate family. And that can bring up a lot of emotion, and it can bring up a lot of attention to your relationships and attention to the relationship not only with other people in your family, but also the relationship that you have with yourself. So it's taking the time, it's almost forcing us to look at, how are we fueling our bodies and how are we treating our bodies, and how our relationships are with our spouses or our children or our family members, our animals. I know that can bring up a lot of triggers for people because let's face it, the reason why we're here really is to heal and continue to heal and to learn and evolve and grow. And in my eyes, this situation is just a time to, it's almost like a crash course, right? Like it reminded me of when I was going through the beginning stages of my healing from the past abuse and the past, situations and kind of ripple effect of what that had created. I really had dedicated the entire year to myself and to really focusing on myself and to really looking at myself, which I think scares a lot of people. We live in a society where we have so many things outside of us that we can kind of pull and kind of look at to distract us from what is actually going on internally. And when I dedicated that time to really look at how I was feeling, a lot of emotions came up because I had been suppressing it for so long. And I remember someone had told me this example, and I use it all the time, but it's like taking you blow up a balloon and you push the balloon underwater and you keep pushing it under the water and you keep pushing on the water. And what is it doing? It's kind of coming up. It keeps coming up to the surface. And you're using so much energy to continue pushing it down when all it's doing is pushing back at you to kind of come up to the surface and to be seen and to kind of be released. And through this time, now we have all this time at home basically to really have to kind of face those things and to look at them. And something that I want to stress is it's okay to feel these emotions and it's okay to feel these feelings. I think that the issue that could arise is to continue to suppress things, and then resentment starts to build up and judgment starts to build up, and I feel like it still feeds that fear. And instead of just really taking the time, if you just need to take maybe 10 minutes and just kind of, if you can go somewhere within your house and just kind of take 10 minutes to yourself and really reflect on why you're feeling the emotions you're feeling. It could be fear, it could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be, you're feeling depressed, it could be judgment, betrayal, it could be happiness, it could be calm, it could be serenity, it could be all these things, all these different opposite ends of the polarity, right? They're all the same thing, just measured at a different kind of end of the vibration of where that kind of sits at. So what I like to do is I really like to reflect on how I am feeling and kind of look at why I'm feeling that way. And it really kind of brings it to the surface a little bit more, but it also helps to release the control that it has over you. This is similar to, when I talk about the ego and the ego's hold and the limiting beliefs and the belief system that we kind of continue to have. And, during this time, I know I keep doing these videos, but it's whenever, so let's see, so this morning I was feeling very aggravated and my patience was gone. I mean, it was completely zero. And I noticed and I took the time to, once I kind of settled down, I took a few deep breaths and I took a look at why I'm feeling anxious or why I'm feeling agitated or, not as much patience as I normally typically would have. And I took a look at it, and right when I did that, it started to lighten it up. It wasn't as strong as it had the hold on me. So instead of me just suppressing it and not looking at it and just kind of going about my day, I really looked at why I was feeling these feelings. And that's when I start to use the tools that I mentioned. That's when I talk about the breath work and the meditation and the journaling. And guys, these are just tools that really work well for me. I love to read. Yesterday I read a romance novel for like 4 hours or something like that. Sometimes you just need to separate yourself, take time to yourself, and really listen to what your mind, body, and spirit are telling you, because you know what is best for you. So it's just about respecting yourself and strengthening the bond within yourself. And I think that this is a great time that we are able to do those things. So when I give you these tools, I'm just giving examples of when I am feeling the fear or anxious or agitated or whatever it is. I accept that I'm feeling that, and then I use one of these tools. I'll go and I'll journal for 5 minutes. I'll go and I'll meditate for a few minutes. I'll go for a walk around the block. Maybe I'll eat, a nutritious salad, like whatever it is that's really going to kind of bring it back up. And kind of bring up my vibration versus, feeling these lower vibrations of the fear and the anxiousness. And it's just things to kind of go little by little, and be gentle with yourself too. Like if you're just having an off day, just allow it to happen. Just accept that it's going to happen. It's the ebb and flow in life. It's the experience of the human experience. There are days that are tougher than others, so be gentle with yourself. And the later on today, I'm just going to turn my phone off and just kind of take the time that I need. So even though I will be staying off of social media, but I will have my phone on me. So I am always here for people if they need some extra support today, or just need someone to listen or whatever it may be. But also I know that I do need to take some time, which I'm taking, and I'm respecting that. So I hope that this helped. I am giving you guys the permission to feel all the things that you're feeling and accept them and love yourself and be okay with it and be gentle with yourself. I am here for you guys. If you guys need anything, let me know. Thanks.